Hello, Gemini. Welcome to your mid-April general reading. I'm glad that you're here. Thank you for being here. So remember that this is a general reading. If it doesn't fit, don't make it. You don't want those problems. If you want a full picture, you can check your moon, rising, or Venus signs, or and. Also, if you want a private reading for your own specific energies, I'll be more than happy to do that for you. Link is in the description box below, or you can go to the website up above. So each month this year, I will be doing a giveaway. So check out my social media if you're interested in knowing what I'm giving away and how to get it. If you would like to get these readings earlier than everyone else, check out Patreon, and that will be available to you as well. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. You know the drilly. Hit that notification button if you'd like to know when the reading will be posted next. So, Gemini, we have death, a time of natural transition and transformation. We have iceberg, the healing light, and nobility. Beautiful. So Gemini, all around, you're going through a transformation of self, okay? I feel like you're really into it right now. This is almost like you have no choice but to investigate the bottom line of something. You know, you can't pretend like it's not happening. You can't pretend like you don't want to get involved anymore. During this time, you have to really deep dive in your life to do some transforming. Allow this to roll over you, you know. Keep your high standards or your ideals of how your healing is supposed to be to a minimum, okay? Because this is about being open and free to what Spirit is trying to provide to you to help you. So you don't want to be so ego-driven, maybe. Facts-driven. That type of thing. So yeah. I feel like you've been going through some struggles, and this is a way to get through those struggles, you know, so things can be easier for you. Unfortunately, to do that, you have to deep dive within yourself, okay? And you're going to find out things about yourself you're not going to like, but you get a chance to cut those out. Whether these are things in your environment or just things about, like, you know, how you've been acting or reacting to things, okay? So, Gemini, let's see what we have for you. We have the King of Coins, the Two of Cups, the Six of Cups, Queen of Wands, Eight of Swords, the Hermit, Five of Cups, Six of Swords, High Priestess, yeah, Judgment, and the Nine of Cups, okay? I feel like you've done a lot of things to guarantee some happiness in your life, Gemini, and now this is like a wake-up call that, you know, you're having that wake-up call that, so I feel like emotionally you knew what you wanted. How can I put this? It's like something you finally wanted has happened, something that you craved, something that you desired. But now you have to decide what to do next. Is this right for me? What's my next steps? It's like you have to transform your life to reflect the happiness that you want around you. Okay? So it took a lot of passion for you to make a decision to choose something that was best for you. Okay? And I feel like this wrecked, I feel like it hurt somebody that you cared for, but it also helped you reevaluate what once made you happy, Gemini, you know? And it's all because you followed your heart. You chose someone else. You know, you chose a life that is more balanced for you. You did it for you, even though I feel like I want to say the word destroy, but that's a hard word. I feel like you separated from something that you were in for a long time. So now I feel like you want to feel confident. But the problem is you feel trapped in your own mind. And it has a lot to do with the decisions that you made. Maybe a person from the past being mad at you. Leaving your old life behind. And you have to do a lot of internal work. This is like spending time with yourself to heal yourself, to analyze the past, to deal with something from the past. Some of you are gonna go through some childhood trauma issues that has to do with how you view relationships. And it has to do with you feeling like you have to stay in relationships even when you're not happy, or people in your environment do that, and that's not really healthy. So I feel like you're dealing with that. There may be a fire sign in your life who cannot seem to let you go. And it may be that you can't seem to let them go because they've been a steady structure in your life. But it's the next step. The next step is fully releasing them. So I do feel like, Gemini, you're letting go of some things that you held on to for comfortability, because it's time to move on. You know? It's time to move on from a person that you cared about very much, or a situation that you cared about very much. Because you just can't get it out of your mind mentally. And it's not allowing you, even if you're single right now, it's not allowing you to be your full single self and enjoy your freedom. And it's time to let that baggage go. So I feel like you're taking some time to yourself to listen to your intuition. Because I feel like your intuition has guided you here anyway because you were trapped. So why would you not listen to it? You know, it's time to kind of like live in that energy. Even though you feel bad about all the things that you have to leave behind. I feel like you don't owe anyone anything. You know, everyone else's happiness is not based on your actions. So I feel like your job is going well. I do feel like sometimes you get distracted at work thinking about your emotional life. It's almost like you separate the two. So what's standing between you moving forward in happiness and with full power and listening to your intuition in order to do that is the sadness of the past, or someone else's sadness about you. So let's see, Gemini. It looks like you were in a situation that wasn't really making you happy. It was a very, well, I'm going to say very, but it was a superficial connection. And the whole point of you gaining control was to separate yourself from this. You know, it's like you wanted to be in control of your life. You wanted to feel established. It was like you had a chance to evaluate how happy you were, how in control you felt, and you felt none of that in that past situation you were in. And all this it was to find balance, to do what was right for you. So even though you were in a connection with someone, at one time I feel like you may have been truly in love. It may have been a very harmonious relationship. I feel like it turned more into compromise. And both of you were either estranged or just not seeing eye to eye on the future, or, you know, it wasn't walking towards a situation where, you know, you were going to be happily ever after. Okay? But it was really hard because it had a sense of stability. You put a lot of effort, a lot of work in it, a lot of groundwork, I'm going to say, with this person. But you weren't... It was unrealistic in the way where you weren't getting the love that you wanted or the emotional connection. And it could have been that you were infatuated with something else or someone else, which started this whole change in your life. So now that you executed what you feel is fair for you here, okay, and for your stability, I feel like someone just can't accept it. This is someone just thinking about how they were done wrong, how the situation is not fair. Yeah. But I feel like they have no choice but to like go along with it. I almost feel like this person needs to move out or move on is what I'm hearing. Okay. But they still have this hope for victory. Like things are going to work. And I feel like this is happening because they want you to prioritize them so they can have some sort of chance. Okay? So they almost look at this as, oh, well, this person, Gemini, is balancing themselves, and then everything will be fine, right? But they need to like fully let go. I don't think this person is letting go, which is creating the issue. It's like you've spoken your mind, you've done what you need to do, but they're processing it in a totally different manner. Yeah, because this person isn't ready to move on, it's causing delays. In you moving on, and you finding inspiration somewhere else, which is what you originally were trying to do in your life. I feel like you're trying to work with this person because you still have a weak spot for them, or you feel bad for what you've done, or because you put a block on the situation, but that's not your job, Gemini. It could be also that someone can't move out. I don't know why I got that, but somebody can't move out. Yeah, this whole situation is like, it's taking your power, and you know, this is like you want to be free, you want to do what it is that you want to do, but this is imposing on your new beginning that you're trying to have. So you're waiting for something to change. What are you waiting on? You're waiting on someone, you're waiting on this person to get the hint. To get the hint and stop trying to fight for this. You know, it's like you just want them to throw their hands up finally so you can start your process. That's what you really are looking for. This is like realizing that your success is based on how you choose to move forward. So you cannot carry the responsibility of this other person. You have to do what's best for you. I feel like you've gained wisdom in knowing that. You may have taken a trip away, or even visited a friend's house to get your mind together, and you're starting to see that this person is imposing on your energy. So it's like being broken up with someone or not with them, and they still are impacting you. But first you need to realize that you don't owe them anything. You don't owe them anything, okay? The fact is that this is a broken up relationship, okay? You split from this person. It's done. They are choosing not to see it, and it's causing a cycle of lies because they don't want to heal, which in turn is hurting you and your journey forward. So stop investing in this person, okay? And start the journey moving forward and leaving the baggage behind, so you can find your happiness or new love. This is going to shake everything up, but this is you making the choice for yourself, with the Judgment being here. This is the wake-up call about your own happiness, okay? This is the stability that you wanted, you know? You need a safe place in your life, and your safe place cannot just be your head. You know, you need to feel whole. You need to, that's for you, okay? The lesson is that you shouldn't have to feel self-conscious. Yeah, you shouldn't have to feel self-conscious. You shouldn't have to deal with a superficial or materialistic situation that's just leaving you hurt and hurt and hurt. You know, I feel like you have tried to end this cycle as much as possible. Because this to me is like, I feel like you're trying to end this hurt so you can have a safe place. This person is watching you, being very self-conscious, not processing what's really happening, and you can't move forward because of that. So you have to put an end to this. Like, whatever reasoning you're saying in your mind, Gemini, about why you have to do something, you need to not do that. This is about your security, your happiness, you feeling powerful and happy in your safe place. And that's the truth. And I feel like you're giving that up for this. Okay? So Stork, Ring, Anchor. Okay, you have to believe in your own stability with the Anchor card being here. It's about taking care of your happiness, your stability, your safe place, your safe place and your happiness. This is feeling established. This is having a good job. This is like being happy and secure in your life, right? And this is your safe home, your haven. And I feel like that's what your anchor needs to be, okay? But actively, it's like you're trying to actively start a new life, but there's still some sort of commitment here that's holding you back, right? It's holding you from nurturing your stability or creating the environment that you were trying to start from the get-go, okay? So I'm going to pull 3 journaling cards for you and writing card. I don't know what I'm going to call those, but anyway. When do I feel most productive? What time is it usually? Am I alone or with others? Get specific. When I take away all the shoulds, what guidance do I follow? And what is my biggest regret in life so far? And how can I reframe it to turn it into a valuable life lesson? And name your story. You are the author of your life story. What would you choose to name the story of your life so far? How is it different from what your mind would want you to call it? Beautiful. Okay, Gemini. Thank you so much for being here. I love you. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.